Inside this box could be the answer to a problem that I've been having for a minute, and that is the fact that I don't have a great way of doing audio on my phone. Like, I'm just using the onboard microphone on the phone, and it sounds bad because there's a lot of room echo. Put sound panels up there. That didn't really help. And so Maono sent me their AI wireless lavalier microphone to test out for review. Now, this is not an ad. I'm not being paid for this. They sent the product to me so I can test it out and let you know what I think, but also you can hear what you think. It's a microphone. You can tell me how good it sounds. Inside this charging case, we have two microphones, so let's just plug one in and see how it sounds. All right, so it's plugged in right here. I'm not exactly sure how close I should keep it to my mouth. Over here, closer. We're gonna try this out in a couple different ways. There's a magnetic back here, and there are these clips, but also the clips magnet onto it. So we can just magnet onto the shirt, just like that. So how does this sound? Are we good? Also, there's more. It also has a little sock that you can put on it, so let's do that. There, does that sound any better? Does that look a little silly? There's also another way that we can attach this. And this is interesting. It comes with a necklace. The necklace also has a magnet on it, and then you can just wear this. And just so you can get a direct comparison, this is what it sounds like when the microphone is plugged in. And this is what it sounds like when the microphone is unplugged. I got the receiver right here. It's unplugged. There is a pretty big difference. Now, there's also an app that you can download, and not only is it going to push software updates to the microphone, but also lets you adjust the gain and tweak some of the noise canceling. So I found that turning the gain down from its default setting helped it sound better. So you can play around with that. But now we need to test out the other main feature of this microphone, and that is the AI noise canceling. Okay, so to try the noise canceling, I've turned on traffic noises on the TV. It's pretty loud for me. We'll see when the microphone faces it, how loud it actually is. It's a pretty good approximation of what you're going to be hearing. So now we're going to turn the AI noise canceling on. And how big of a difference does that make? You can obviously still probably hear it a little bit, but I think from what I tested beforehand, it does reduce it by a pretty good degree. I've also noticed that the AI noise canceling does distort your voice a little bit, so I definitely wouldn't want to use it unnecessarily. But if you're going to be outside in a loud area and you need to record, it at least makes the recordings usable. So it's just nice to have it on board. So for this section of the review, I do not have the microphone plugged in because I just want to show you everything that comes in the box. First of all, you get a charging case with two microphones. This is a receiver for DSLR, but I don't have a DSLR, so I can't test that. But you have an iPhone receiver and a USB-C receiver. Both the microphones can be connected to the same receiver. So you have these little indicator lights right here, connected to two different microphones. So you can get two different audio inputs at the same time, which is really nice. You have a magnetic clip for each of the microphones. You have a magnetic necklace for each of the microphones, a carrying bag, a USB-C charging cable for the charging case. You have a sound sock for each of those microphones, plus a cable to connect to the DSLR for this receiver. And obviously the USB-C receiver can be used on Android phones, but you can also just plug it into anything with a USB-C connector. The package that they sent me is normally $150. I think it's on sale right now for about $110. Regardless, I think that you get a lot for the price point. And since it's a wireless mic and I can be as far away from the phone as I need to be, I'm going to be using this a lot for IRL streams, I think. But what I think is actually kind of irrelevant for something like this because you can hear it yourself. Like, you can hear if you think it's worth it or not. And if you do want to pick up this microphone, I'll have the product linked in my bio for the next couple weeks after I post this review. And just to be clear, I'm not getting any kind of commission. There is no sort of payment structure for me to profit off of you purchasing this microphone. So if you want to get one, I just want to make it easier for you to find, but like, do what you want to do. But let me know in the comments what you think about the quality of the microphone, and if you haven't already, give me a follow.